I remember the day clearly. I woke up, said goodbye to my wife and 2 kids, drove the truck to the office, and sat down to check my email. A message from a friend caught my eye, and I opened it immediately. "Brett," it said, "my investments have lost half their value. My credit cards have raised their rates and decreased my limits. My daughter's college fund has shrunk, and my retirement isn't looking as certain as it once was. I don't know what to do." For my friend, for me, and for many Americans, it's no wonder why our trust for banks, Wall Street, and government is near an all-time low. Even worse, though, is not knowing who you can trust, and that's why I'm making this video. 54% lack confidence in U.S. banking system from Rasmussen reports. Breitbart shows the Wall Street casino is spooking small American investors. We're skeptical because we've been burned. Someone's getting rich. It's just not us. It's the people who have our money. Have you ever felt frustrated seeing money disappear in the market, concerned about keeping your money safe, worried about paying for everything with the high cost of living, college, cars, homes, credit cards, bills, and interest? It's on almost everyone's mind. The average American is currently paying up to 1/3 of their after-tax income in interest, another 1/3 in taxes, and another 1/3 in expenses, leaving only a tiny fraction for themselves. Now, fortunately, there is some good news, and in this video I'm going to reveal a 100-year-old financial tool that can secure your money so it's never lost in the market, give you a guaranteed way to grow your money every year, allow you to improve your lifestyle while saving more each month, reduce or totally eliminate paying interest to banks, and create a passive cash flow to enjoy in your later years. Plus, you'll be able to pay less in taxes over time and enjoy dividends that are not taxed under the current IRS code, give you financial peace and hope for the future, and pass money on to your heirs, income tax free. So what is this 100-year-old tool? First of all, it's not in the market in any form. It's not bonds, which can lock your money away. It's not gold, which is still subject to market swings. It's not annuities. And it's not some newly concocted financial instrument invented by Wall Street. In fact, smart people and businesses have been using it for years, namely Walt Disney, JCPenney, and hundreds of other people who have fortunes that they want to keep safe or build using this financial tool. Now, this video might be for you if you're a hardworking American who would rather keep your money than see it lost in the Wall Street casino. If you want to keep your tax liability to the legal minimum, and you don't like the idea of government, banks, and Wall Street controlling your money. You want control and access to it on your own terms. If any one of these describes you, please watch this video for just a few minutes. It could be the most important information you've seen in a long time. Now first, who am I and why should you believe me? My name is Brett Kitchen. I'm the author of The Financial Fountain of Youth, founder of True Financial Age, host of Savvy Money Radio, and I've recently been featured on CBSMoneyWatch.com, The American Chronicle, and on multiple different radio shows. But I'm also a small business owner, a husband, and a father of 2 kiddos, Joshua and Eliana. I grew up learning about finances from my dad. He taught me to never invest in the market and always invest in real estate. When I joined the workforce, I didn't have money to go out and buy a real estate property. So like any good son, I thought I knew better and invested in a SEP IRA, putting much of my hard-earned savings in the market. Just a few months later, I realized, after checking my bank statements for a few months in a row, that I was paying over 3.5% in fees to fund managers and administrators. I'd lost 35% of my money in the downturn. And if you have ever lost money in the downturn, you know what it feels like to see your hard-earned money disappear into thin air with nothing you can do about it. It's one of the sickest feelings in the world. Now, obviously, one of the largest money problems that we as average Americans face is the market. In fact, recently, the Dow has been down below where it was 10 years ago, investors effectively losing an entire decade. Add to that the fact that budget deficits are going crazy, this creating a very high likelihood that taxes are going up. Joe Weisenthal recently said, basically, with the federal deficit going parabolic, the idea that tax rates won't at least return to some historical norm is patently absurd. Now, what is a historical norm? Well, between 1953 and 1984, the top tax brackets ranged from 50% to 92%. Absolutely incredible tax rates. Forbes said periods of rising tax rates have tended to correlate with periods of below average GDP growth. Not shockingly, periods of lower GDP growth have also tended to correlate with less favorable returns in the stock market. That's not an encouraging signpost. Now, would you like the peace of mind of putting your money somewhere you knew it was going to go up every year guaranteed? Plus, have access to the money on your own terms throughout your life to pay for cars, vacations, home improvement projects, and stop paying interest to banks and credit card companies? I did. Every time that I looked at my account and saw that it was down, I was frustrated with my broker and I was upset with myself for not listening to my dad's advice. Then I discovered a 100-year-old financial tool that the wealthy have been using practically forever to keep their money safe and save taxes while growing it. And after doing an extensive amount of research, I decided to kiss the market goodbye and put all my money somewhere safe. Why hadn't I heard about this plan before? Well, because it historically has been disregarded and downplayed by gurus because they don't understand it or like it. Plus, of course, it's not as lucrative to the brokers making fees on Wall Street, banks, credit card companies, and even Uncle Sam because it works best for you. It changed my life, and knowing how much it helped me, I wanted to get the word out. My business partner, Ethan Kapp, and I founded TrueFinancialAge.com. We created this website to help people learn the secrets to safe and secure financial growth. The tool that we're talking about is called the 101 Plan. It's simple, it's secure, and it's guaranteed. A 101 plan can secure your money so it's never lost in the market, give you guaranteed growth every year, reduce the amount you pay in interest so you can stop paying interest to banks and credit card companies and access the cash in the plan to pay for your own goods yourself. It can create passive cash flow for you to enjoy in your later years, plus pay less in taxes over time, enjoying dividends that are not taxed under current IRS codes. It can also create a college funding option for your children, give you financial peace and hope for the future, and more importantly, it keeps your money safe and growing every single year. And isn't that what we all really want? Peace of mind knowing that our money's not going to disappear right before our eyes with nothing we can do about it? Now, I know that that's a big promise, but first things first. Some of what we'll talk about today will challenge your commonly held beliefs about finances. You may be asking, why haven't I heard of this before? It's important to understand that these plans are not new. Some of the wealthiest people in the world use these as sound financial tools. In 1952, Walt Disney used $100,000 from his plan to finance Disneyland. In 1929, when the stock market crashed, J.C. Penney's dream of his company was nearly wiped out. But using $3 million from his plan, he was able to rebound and be successful in his company. So what is a 101 plan that can grow your money safely and guarantee you'll have more each passing month? The tool that allows us to do this is permanent dividend-paying whole life insurance. Now, before you jump ship because you hate life insurance, let me tell you, I was one of you. I never believed in whole life insurance because for years I believed in the conventional folly of buy term and invest the difference. Now, we've already covered why buying term and investing the difference doesn't work out so well, namely taxes, fees, and market dips. Many people who don't like whole life insurance say that it's too expensive. The truth is that they're right. Most whole life insurance puts the majority of your money towards premium or death benefit, not cash value. The 101 plan insurance companies allow us to supercharge the cash value side of the plan, putting as much money as possible towards growing your cash and as little as possible towards the actual life insurance costs. The results can be staggering. After just 1 year, a traditional whole life policy may have only around $668 in this illustration, while a 101 plan with the same amount of money put in has over $3,600. That's over 5 times as much money. Now, there are other important things to know about how to structure these plans. Number one, it must be a dividend-paying policy. That means that in addition to your guaranteed rate of return, you also get paid dividends from your policy. Now, dividends are not guaranteed, but the companies we used have not missed a dividend for over 100 years. So you can be pretty confident that they will continue paying dividends. Plus, dividends are not taxed. They're classified in the IRS code as a return of premium. Number two, you must use an insurance company with a long record of paying dividends. 3, use an insurance company with very strong financials. And 4, you must have a policy that offers a flexible paid-up additions rider. This allows your 101 plan to continue increasing the cash value of your policy as much as possible and hedge against inflation. Now, still not sure about whole life insurance? Check this out. Daily Finance. Yes, life insurance can be a smart investment. The Wall Street Journal. Fusty life insurance lures buyers seeking safety. Whole life insurance, long derided, gets new lease. CNBC had an entire program on their Power Lunch about whole life insurance. Sales of whole life policies are up 12% from a year earlier, Wall Street Journal. And at the time of this filming, I've been on 4 radio shows in the past 10 days talking about whole life insurance. Why? Because people are flocking to it. It's a time-tested product that your parents or grandparents likely used to keep their money safe before this market fever of Wall Street overtook America. Now, Susie Orman and other pop culture financial gurus have spoken out against it, and it's no secret why. In an interview, Susie Orman herself said that less than 5% of her assets are actually at risk in the market, all the while she's the spokesperson for TD Ameritrade, and they have an exclusive relationship. People have finally seen through this, and they're not just buying term and investing the difference. Northwestern Mutual's insurance policies soar. In this article, it says, these numbers represent rock-solid evidence of a distinct trend we are seeing. People have adjusted their risk meters in direct response to the global economic downturn. They're prioritizing their financial choices to achieve low-risk stability, steady growth over time, and long-term financial security from a company they can trust. New York Life sees a 47% rise in life insurance sales in the first half of 2010. This outstanding sales performance validates consumers' behaviors around their financial decisions have changed. These life insurance products reflected the need among Americans for products that offer safety. Plus, the life insurance industry has never received a bailout. The life insurance companies we use have been in business for over 100 years, and from the 1930s to the 1980s, the life insurance industry was the primary custodian of America's savings. Now, you can set up a 101 plan, which is a special kind of whole life policy, secure your money so it's not at risk, grow your money guaranteed, and potentially receive dividends that are not taxed under current IRS tax law. This could save you a fortune in taxes, especially if taxes go up like many predict they will. Now, who can use this plan? There isn't necessarily an age, health, or income limitation, but the best thing to do is talk to a qualified advisor who can give you a personalized 101 plan blueprint. They will build a blueprint tailored exactly to your needs. In fact, my colleague just created a policy for his mother and father who are both nearing 60, and this new plan could triple their nest egg over the next several years. So don't let age discourage you. Now, how much does it cost? There's never a fee charged by a true financial age advisor. The insurance companies pay the advisors from their cost structures, so you don't need to worry about that. Often people feel like it's too late for them, like they'll never be able to recover from the losses that they've taken. These plans work extremely well for people in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s, and an advisor can show you how. You can have the peace of mind knowing that your hard-earned money is safe, it's not going to disappear in the market, and it's going to continue to grow guaranteed. So if you're like myself and millions of other Americans who are ready to take back control of their money, if you're ready to say goodbye to the frustration of losing money in the market or not having control of your money, it's easy. You can get started today with no risk or obligation. All you need to do is fill out the 101 Plan Blueprint. There's no risk. Your information is kept totally private. It's never, ever shared with anyone who's not a member of the True Financial Age organization. After you fill out the form below, a qualified advisor will get in touch with you, and together you will decide if a 101 plan is good for you. Even though that this is a great tool, it really isn't for everyone. For example, if we look at your goals and needs and we can clearly see it's not a fit, we'll let you know, which is why it's so important to get this free blueprint and see if it can be a good fit for you. This brief appointment is not a thinly disguised sales pitch, and if the 101 plan isn't right for you, we won't waste your time. We'll let you know and part friends. Now, True Financial Age advisors are often booked well in advance, so go ahead and complete the form today, and we look forward to working with you.